What can I do for you?
Well, I don't need to regurgitate everything I've already said. I contacted the US military. I explained to them what I'm being subjected to. I said I can't tell you everything over the phone. I have to go to Frankfurt tomorrow.
To
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt tomorrow.
Well, unless the US military stops this or gets me out, I'm gonna die. And so what I have to do is I have to stipulate, because 19 terabyte of evidence is being stolen, I need to list all the dates, times, and the people who've done this. And then I have 7 emails I need to send it to, and once an investigation is done, then I need to meet them in Frankfurt. But it is becoming so violent for me.
Friends in Frankfurt?
Sorry?
Friends in Frankfurt?
No, that's next to the US military base.
Okay.
In Kaiserslautern.
Okay.
But, I mean, you know how I'm obviously under a psychological attack, and you said, why don't they just kill you? It's become clear to me that a week ago, I'm going to tell you 2 things, and then we do the medication, and I go, okay? If I have to go to an apotheker that's out of hours, it's called a note dentist, right? Emergency apotheker.
Yeah.
Like, so if it's after hours.
Yeah.
Right. So if I need to go from Toulouse-Allée in Düsseldorf, right? You know where Toulouse-Allée is?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and I need to go to Gladbacherstraße.
Yeah.
Okay? That took me 4 hours.
Why?
Because when I'm telling you I am being terrorized, I have to get on and off U-Bahns. I have to go up and down the street. Do you know that I counted? And that's what I have to record. When I'm talking sonic torture, so I had no sleeping pill at that point, right? They're counting how many tablets I have, or how many I don't. I had nothing, and I had to go to the emergency apotheker, and so I had 14 ambulances and 10 police cars circle me all the way to the apotheker. Now, as soon as the actual apotheker pharmacist hands over the medication, it all stops. And I confronted one of the ambulance drivers, and he slammed his door and took off. And then as soon as I get back to the over the bridge from Oberkassel, there's a notes art. Is it unusual that every single U-Bahn I get off, there's at least 3 notes arts, 2 ambulances, and 1 police car.
But
Every single time.
They only look for...
Well, no, what they've actually done is, I'll be honest with you, so you have to remember, I told you I was tortured in Scotland, I've been tortured in Siegburg, they completely get away with that, right? Okay. Even when it's at the European court, they're just as corrupt. But my point is when I was doing the couch surfing thing, and even couch surfers, so this tells me it's an agenda. He said, normally when we do this to people, they can't last longer than 5 months. You've lasted 5 years. So I'm like, you're doing this on, you all know so when I say it's not just Germans, they're paying anyone to do it. So this started with the police demanding that I kill myself. I get that at least once a day. Now, I didn't even know this existed, doctor. Do you know there's a thing called music torture? No. Okay, well I'm Googling it, right? Because I'll be honest with you, I had to start Googling what different tortures there are. I've had my bones broken, I've been poisoned. Before I saw you and I was in Düsseldorf, I had internal bleeding that way for 1 year. No one would do anything. Do you know what music torture is? Now, if you think about constant noise, and they're now trying to it's a way of making someone insane. They did it in Dachau, the US military did it in Iraq. If you have a stereo there, right, and the volume's up and down, switching on and off, but depending on the name of the song. Now, considering my situation, if they're playing songs about suicide, kill yourself, non-stop, you're not alone, you know the lyrics of the music, but that's what they're doing. Yeah. And what they will do is they will play, because when they started it, I went to the manager and I said, why does that keep happening? She said, You know when you get a song stuck in your head, doesn't it just make you crazy? Now considering what I'm going through, right? If I go to the bathroom, there will be a man that will come in and make noises like he's having an orgasm, right? Now, if I've had this, now bear in mind, if I have to use, when they cut all my banking and everything, the number one attack at me has been a man, right? I have people on U-Bahns in Neuss saying you're never, let's say for example, you're never going to have kids with poison, whatever it may be. Within the next 10 minutes, all I will see is about 1,000-year-old, either 70-year-old women, which is physically impossible, or men pushing a pram and hitting me in my legs with the pram and the kid. Now, if you take it on a psychological level, right, it gets to this granular that, let's say someone's walking past with flowers, right? Now, what the police are trying to do is get to provocate me in any way, right? So if I hit you over the head with flowers, and you say, what the hell are you doing? The police will turn up, they will then arrest me, they will handcuff me to the wall, they will beat the living hell out of me. So, the next time someone comes past me with flowers, I'm like, okay, what the hell's... To someone who doesn't know what's happening, it doesn't look like anything's happening, right? But if I then see 50 people within the space of 2 minutes with flowers, you're trying to tell me that's not a psychological attack? Okay, but if it's gone on for 5 years, right? I'm not saying that flower scenario has happened, but when they attack you, that's how they do it. And then...
Why you go to Frankfurt? No. Why you go to Frankfurt?
Because I'm going to try and connect with someone that I know that used to work with me in a bank, right?
Okay.
Because look, when I had my life in Canada, this is how this started, and I'll be honest with you, your country and that country above England, right, are connected historically. If you look at the scenario in America with the KKK flag and the swastika, I'll be honest with you, they're not so different. Now my problem was, I knew how horrific that place was when I was young, because that's when they broke my legs, right? So they broke my legs so I couldn't be an athlete. They terrorized me all over England, all over my university, the NHS, then that's how this started. They sent me to a psychologist, horrific NHS, they apologized, that's why I went to Canada. Now, I deemed myself Canadian. If I had a Canadian passport, none of this would have happened. But then, I'll be honest with you, once the medical fraternity got its claws in me, I came off all that Zopiclone and antidepressants and everything, right? It was all at the same time of the SNP referendum. It's all at the same time of Facebook hacking everything. And they basically needed a scapegoat. So if SNP's, the whole thing is fraud, we need one person who is vulnerable and has no backing to front this. So when it went to Women's College Trauma and the psychologist, her number one job, and because she was Jewish, was to isolate me. Because the thing is, if you scapegoat someone, it's very difficult to scapegoat someone when they have a huge support network, right? Yeah. If you take that support network away, we got it. Yeah. And the thing is, when I went back there, right, they were making me out to be William Wallace and all that. So basically, they turned Canada against me, my own country. I said, I don't know what's happening. Then I get sent to Edinburgh. Then I get taken to Stirling. They lock me in a psych ward. Now, from March 10th, 2013, I've now been put in 3 prisons, 4 psych wards, and they've electrocuted me, they've tortured me, they broke my bones. Do you know, in Stirling, I got an injection in here to the point I was paralyzed from the waist down. So the thing is, I don't even know how I'm alive. So the issue I have, I'll be honest with you, is when I came to Germany and you're promoting all that human rights, I was sent to Schweinfurt, told it's a German military base. I said, I don't want to get involved in any of this. I came here for a job, learn German, that's it. They labeled me Snowden. Now the problem is, you've even seen with Trump, he's a president. You put Facebook on him, Twitter on him, label him sexist and racist, and he can't even get out of it. Right? So you call me Edward Snowden, racist, sexist, apparently I'm anti-Semitic, cut me from everyone, and poison and torture me. What am I supposed to do? I'm not the president. And then if you make someone's situation so unbelievable, and you've created a psychological history, it's very, very easy that
But
if I don't survive this and I do, if that music torture or the sirens get to me and I flash out, look, lock him up, he's crazy. That's what they do.
I don't know why you are still alive.
No, it's not that, well, the thing, what do you mean? You don't know how or you don't know why?
Okay.
Which one?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you, how or why?
I don't know.
No, but you said to me.
No, I don't know. They make so much to you. Why you are still alive? Why didn't you? They kill you.
Yeah, but you know.
10 years
Okay,
ago.
can I ask a question? Why didn't they just kill every single Jew? Why didn't they just kill everyone? The whole point is, right? If you make there's now money on my head,
Yeah.
right? Now the thing is, if you're in America, they don't care. They will just shoot you, right? For Europe, because it wants to point the finger at America, and we have human rights, we're more civil, right? And the thing is, if I get shot, it goes on a death count, right?
Yeah.
In order so that it's not right, if you torture someone and hide all the medical reports, we didn't do nothing, right? Now, let's say I get sent back to the US or UK or whatever, right?
Yes.
And I am a complete shell of myself. Because I was very confident, outgoing, and I've lost all capability to even be a human.
Yes.
I'm not dead.
Yeah.
The people who got paid to torture me got paid. I don't go on the death count. And then by the time I'm 50, 55, that's when they will kill you with poison or something. And look, with all that stress that he went through, it caught up to him. So then, the thing, because if you outright kill someone, then, okay, well, what the hell happened? If you just completely destroy him, and you do it over a period of time, no human can possibly survive that. If you steal all the evidence, like the terabytes, which they keep doing, right? Even in the University of Düsseldorf, if you steal all the evidence, well, we didn't do anything. What are you talking about? I don't have any bullet holes.
Okay.
So he obviously, because of the psychological past that he had, and he was in psych wards, I guess he just went crazy. And then for marketing reasons, the people who tortured me got away with it.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And they also got paid. If they shoot me, they don't get paid.
So what can I do for you?
Okay, so look, I'll be honest with you. There's no doubt in my mind they know you're at least listening to me and helping. Well, I mean, giving me a pill is not helping me, but you're not trying to kill me. If I get, the thing is, anytime I get close to getting out of here, they go after. I mean, I don't even know if this is a support mechanism, but you're not trying to kill me at least, right?
Yes.
This is keeping me alive. There's no doubt in my mind, if I get very, very close to getting out of here, you'll probably get a phone call. There's no doubt in my mind. But what I would say is, if I get that close to getting out, I would imagine every single doctor that I've seen since Germany will say, are you okay to kill him? I think if I get that close, right, and because if they also make my situation so bad, I don't even want to talk about it, right? The one other thing I would say is, even with this pill, when I go to Meerbusch in Blank, right, to that restaurant, I am literally, let's say for example, if I'm walking there, they know what they're doing. So if I've already been tortured by someone hitting me with a bike, someone hitting me with a baby and a kid, someone letting their dog urinate on me. So if I'm walking and every 20 seconds there's someone with a kid, there's someone with a bike, there's someone with a dog. I know what's coming. I have to swap the road all the time. Then they'll blaze the sirens. Do you know that when I go from Toulouse, LA, right, to Lank, it takes me 7 hours.
Okay.
Is that normal?
No.
Right. That's just to get there. I have to take a Zopiclone just for the amount of, just from walking on the street.
Okay.
That's what I'm up against. Now, my ankle has been broken 3 times, right?
Yeah.
And every single time, I told you they stole my ankle braces and everything. I have inlays, medical inlays, right?
Yes.
They've now destroyed my medical inlays. So I can actually, you want to see?
No.
Okay, they've ripped them apart. Now, not only am I under psychological, I don't know how, the only reason I'm surviving is they did this to me at 15, but you didn't have technology. right? Because I was a model, actor. I'm not a redneck. I was actually multicultural.
Yes.
But the problem is, all the people that I tried to protect, because I knew how strong I was when I was young, I got LGBT trying to kill me, I got Black Lives Matter trying to kill me, I got police, sent the whole world after it. But if you have a psychological past of torturing someone and you can twist that around onto me, and I'm isolated, right? What am I supposed to do? If you don't have a girlfriend for over 10 years, that would actually drive a male like me probably crazy in itself.
Yes.
And I actually Googled one, I'm sorry, but a Nazi tactic of when they gave a Jewish person, this is how sick it is, and I don't even want to know this stuff. I want to live like fluffy clouds and everything. If they gave a human being a date of death, they wanted to see medically what it did to the sperm, how fast it went. I mean, if I'm, and clearly I am, that's fucking sick. Now the thing is, if I'm surrounded by shit all the time, clearly there are some good people. But the point is, if there are any good people, I will never get to meet them because I'm getting blocked everywhere. So they're paying people to surround me all the time. So I need, that's about fucking as disturbing as you can get, right? So I'm not living a life whatsoever. I'm not allowed to talk to anyone. And if I'm in Toulouse, LA, they will actually pay taxi drivers who are of a Pakistani origin to try and provoke me into saying, oh, I hate America, fuck Germany, hate all the Germans. He's paid to do that. So he'll befriend you at first, and then try and get you to say something that's political.
Okay.
So it's absolutely everywhere.
Okay.
I haven't had one day of normality since I came, not one day.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm surviving this is because of what they did to me when I was 15. Then they tried to destroy me when I was 25 medically, right? Two things caused this. That place north of England and the medical fraternity. But the problem I now have is, and when you watch things on TV about police brutality and everything in America, you become immune because it's not you. My God, I don't know what must go through these people's mind. Like an ambulance driver, why would you do this?
Mine?
Man, they can't be getting paid that much. Well, the thing is, my mindset doesn't think like that. I've always worked hard, done the right thing, tried to help everyone, and you come after me?
Yeah. You see, we have Russian people who kill someone for...
But you can't, but the thing is, you know when it becomes more dangerous?
Yeah.
Is when you start saying Russian, when you start saying German. Because, let's say for example, they send one person from every nationality around the world after me, right?
Yeah.
And I don't say them by their name, I say them by their nationality. Well, you've cut off the whole world. If you cut someone from the whole world, they will kill themselves.
Yeah.
So I cannot, if I take you as a German, I'd be as well given up now. I have to take you as the individual, otherwise it is unsurvivable. Because I have to live in the hope that not everyone is evil. Because if I think everyone is evil, then I will give up.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I can't talk like that. I can't label a person as a nationality anymore. They sent that many people after me. That's how I have to live.
Okay.
So I need inlays, something for inlays, and the two sleeping.
For inlay? What is for inlay?
Okay, so my ankle's been broken 3 times, yes?
But what's inlay?
Insoles that you put in your shoe when they do a cast of your foot.
But you must have a special foot.
Yeah, you go to a Sanata house. Yeah, but the thing is, you can write it on our car. I take it to the Sanata house. There's one in Krefeld.
Yeah.
They do an imprint of your foot.
Yeah.
I can show you the insole.
Yeah.
And then they make it. And then basically, that's the only thing. Do you know the reason they keep stealing my shoes and my inlays?
Yeah.
Is they know my ankle's broken.
Yes.
So it's to make me suffer. But if you look at my leg, all the veins are popping out of my leg because my ankle is working. My leg is working so much to actually keep my ankle in place.
So
The other thing I would tell you, Doc, is the worst part about this? Is when I was in Canada and I always said I'm Canadian, I used to look at my Canadian passport and think this is my only hope to get out, right?
Yeah.
You know what they sold me for? Have you ever heard of Glasgow Rangers Football Club? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, they're quite famous, right? They're about as corrupt as you can get. They went into administration, they sold me and paid for shares to get Rangers back to the Premier League. So if I now also have football hooligans chasing me, how am I supposed to fight everybody? I mean, the thing is, you're a doctor, right? Is it physiologically possible that a 75-year-old woman has a 2-year-old kid? Is that humanly possible? Okay, that's what I have to deal with. It's sick, no?
Wait a minute, I must concentrate. Buy side. You need both sides for the.
Well, yeah, you can't have one inlay and no, but but on the prescription you don't have to write right and left. You just have to
buy side, both.
Well, yeah. You have to remember, I've not had 1 cent in 3 years.
Okay.
Not one penny.
Okay. Both, and that's for the legs.
Without people giving me money, I'm not alive.
Okay.
Now,
Who gives you money?
I'll be honest with you, most of the time it's at the. I think the only reason I'm still alive is I'm not religious in any way, right?
Yeah.
But this is humanly impossible, no?
Okay.
At the point of no return, when I'm literally almost dead, someone seems to appear from somewhere who says, I can't watch this, I've got to do something. When I'm always at the point that I have absolutely, I'm going to die, I can't come back, a decent person seems to appear from nowhere. And it's usually people who don't have a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, this is about as disgusting as you can get. And the thing is, if I have to continually record it, right, that causes even more stress because the words that I'm having to talk about on the video are also distressful. Yeah. So if you just fill someone's life with complete evil, they're going to give up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's sick.
Yeah, this word is not normal.
No, but considering my whole life, I've always been by myself since I was about 10.
Yeah.
I tried to help everyone my whole life.
Yeah.
Not do something.
Think of your mask. Your mask. Oh.